Chargers quarterback Mark LaPrairie, his world debut at Findlay Saturday night. And Mark, you guys put up a lot of points, had a great game, and I know.
Yeah, I mean, definitely just wanted to get off to a fast start. We wanted to get out there and go. That was a big thing. We didn't want to come out flat. Yeah, especially since we were so young, it was just kind of nice to be able.
With the great coaches you had at high school to make this jump to the college level.
Oh, it played in 100%. We ran in high school was very similar to what we do. A lot of formations, tight ends, running backs, motions, a lot of terminology, that kind of stuff. So from high school, yeah, I definitely felt prepared from that, but also just my kind of easing into this job here at Hillsdale, having 2 years to really just kind of take my time, get used to the college experience, get used to classes, that kind of a thing, get through that process. But, yeah, it was really good. I didn't feel like there was any pressure. I felt like I knew what I was doing. I knew the game plan. Yeah, I was just very comfortable, and I hope that came across like that.
It came across big time as you were directing that offense and put up a big number at Findlay. And I thought it was interesting you open on the road. Another tough test at Lake Erie on the road next week, so you don't taste the home field for a couple of weeks yet. But to be in a shootout where you actually, due to a boneheaded call by the Findlay coach at the end of the game, you actually have a chance to tie the game late. It was incredible. That game should have been over, and here you have a chance. You're moving them right down the field. And I said to my broadcast partner, Mark LaPrairie looks like he's done this before. Did you feel comfortable even at the end of the game?
Oh, very, yeah. Definitely felt comfortable. Like I said, we knew the game plan. We knew what plays we were going to do if we got in that situation. So really it was just a matter of going out there and doing it. No pressure, just all right, here, coach is signaling the play, let's do it, that kind of a thing.
We're crazy about Bennett Lewis up in the broadcast booth. I mean, this kid, every time he touches the ball, you feel like he could take it into the end zone. And it's got to be fun to have a weapon like Bennett behind you in that backfield.
Oh, totally. Yep, he's very shifty. I remember when we came here to Hillsdale when we were getting recruited together, and I remember he was in the group, and I was just like, man, he can move. I got kind of hoping he came here. But, yeah, it's really cool. He's just extremely shifty. Just hard to tackle. I know our guys are like, man, he's just hard to bring down.
Is he somebody that you could see moved around a little bit up and down the line, maybe a guy who we could see Mark LaPrairie throwing a couple of passes to along the way?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know how much we ran it. We had a package, actually, where he lined up at Z receiver, do a couple of those, like, little bubble plays, we call it. So, yeah, I think there's a possibility. Yeah, well, hopefully we don't put too much on him. We don't want to kill him, but...
And Lake Erie's not listening to this. We don't reach to the other side of Cleveland, so we're not going to spoil the game plan. But, to get him in space is kind of a fun thing. But you've got some other weapons out there. Evan Bach, 83, seems like he's been on the roster forever. He made some plays in your offense as well. And then a young boy, number 10, I thought stepped up as well.
Yep, definitely. We've got a good problem. We've got a lot of guys that can play, participate, and go. Yep. Shrebs, Taylor Cohn, Bach, Ryan Patricus, John Haley at X. It was really nice to have backside one-on-one versus man coverage. It's really nice. It's a good problem.
Your quarterback coach is the head coach's son. How's that relationship developing?
Oh, really good. Really good. I tell you what, that's one of the relationships that has developed the best, over the summer, just keeping in touch with them and just how transparent we are with each other. And I feel like I can ask him anything, and I can be honest with him. I don't have to be fake or anything like that. It's really good. It's a great relationship, and me and Brad really get along.
Yeah, it kind of came through in the game plan. Mark LaPrairie is the quarterback. You're going to see him at home a week from Saturday, this week on the road at Lake Erie. I know you've already broken the film down and taken a look at it. Can you give Charger fans just a taste of your preparation going into this game for Saturday?
Yeah, we look at a lot of film, kind of try to get their tendencies, that kind of thing. It's kind of tough because last week, they got beat pretty handily by Ashland, so it's a little bit tough because, obviously they're thinking their defense, shoot, this didn't really work. See, we don't know if they're going to kind of keep with that or do stuff they did last year or something totally different, but, our offense always, we have base rules, and depending on what look they give us, no matter what their tendencies are, we just go out there, we read and react, that kind of a thing.
Keith Otterbein calls most of the plays. Offensive coordinator Nate Schreffler involved as well. How does he get the play to you? Is it hand signals? Is he yelling it out to you? How do you get the play from Coach?
Yeah, no, a couple things. He can sometimes just tell me the play, just the total verbiage. Sometimes he'll signal it. So it's kind of tough because we're on radio. I can't really show it, but there's each hand signal has like a meaning or like a word. And so he'll do it that way. So I just kind of sit in our little muddle huddle we have and kind of peek. But sometimes he also gives me a card. And usually those are the longer plays, a lot more terminology, just so we get it straight and, get the play out effectively so everybody knows what's going on.
What percentage of the time Saturday at Findlay did you run the play that Coach wanted to have run?
100%.
All right.
Totally.
That's what you want to hear right there. 100% of the, you didn't audible into anything you wanted to run.
No. They give me, sometimes they'll give me, okay, here's a play, there's 3 options. So you got to go out there and say, okay, we don't like that because of this guy or this. So in a way, yes, I can kind of check into something I want to run, but it's kind of all built into the same play. So at the same time, it's really him calling it.
You guys ran into one of the most athletic quarterbacks I've ever seen at the Division II level. That offense with their running backs and that quarterback and a couple of receivers, that was a handful for your defense. How frustrated were those guys? How did they kind of bounce back going into the Lake Erie game?
Oh, yeah. No, they were very frustrated, because it's kind of frustrating when a guy is just running around. You can't really catch them. And, on offense, we're just trying to keep us in the game, that kind of a thing. But, yeah, no, they were very good about it. Like, they're over it. It's not like it's a hangover effect where, oh, man, last week we just couldn't get it and frustrated. No, we had very, very quick memory. The page is completely turned. So it's really cool. We're all really encouraged. We know how good we can be this year. It's just a matter of, again, going out and doing it.
There was a play where two of the ends were up the field, and then they sent Drew Mallory right up the middle, and that kid was dead. He was dead meat. I don't know how the heck he got out of that. The scheme was right. I thought the kids executed it well. Sometimes you have to just tip your hat to the other guys, right?
Yep, totally. Yep, and that's kind of what happened. I mean, it wasn't a thing where our defense had a bad game plan. No, not at all. It was just, exactly, tip your hat to them. They made good plays when it counted, a lot of big plays, and, we fought crazy. We fought hard.
How nervous were you Saturday?
Not nervous. No, I was very comfortable. In pregame, I was just very loose and fluid, and everything was kind of flowing, and everything kind of felt good. The pads fit well. I felt like I had energy, so I really wasn't too nervous. It was just very good. It felt like, this whole time, this is the spot I need to be in. This is a good thing.
I was up with some of Brad's kids that work for him up in the booth, and they all know you a lot better than I do. And we're just talking about your integrity and your character and all the rest of it, and how important school is to you, and representing all of that. Seems like you were probably brought up right to be a quarterback. How seriously, though, do you take that side of sort of modeling the right way to do things, just not only to your teammates, but to the young kids like my son who's going to be at all the games? I'm sure he'll get a chance to meet you down the line. How important is all of that side of it to you?
Oh, very. Representing my faith, my school, my family, it's very important. It's really the biggest reason I chose Hillsdale, because it's truly a unique place, and really I'm just kind of preaching to the choir. But really, it's a unique place. The coaches care about us, and it's just a good environment, high academic standards, which was attractive to me. So it's really the whole package. It's really,
and you can sling it a little bit, and that helps out us. So that's good too, right?
Yeah, that's totally true. Yep.
The football team is going to do really well this year. So many young players, but Brad has talked a lot about seeing the future, and not only a great year this year, but in a couple of years when you guys grow up together, how much fun it's going to be. I think you're in a great place and definitely heading in the right direction.
Yep, definitely. I'm really looking forward to it. Got a lot of young guys. We got a lot of senior leadership too, and it's a really good group this year. We really feel like we gel and we like each other.
All of our timeout listeners, we're going to be hounding you to come to the game a week from Saturday. See Mark LaPrairie and Bennett Lewis and Shrebs and all the guys that you mentioned. It's going to be a lot of fun this year for Charger football. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations and good luck this week at Lake Erie.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.